I got the moves. I got the moves. Oh, I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta make the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the move.
The Los Angeles Clippers had a great season. After a phenomenal off-season, where they managed to pull off two of the biggest and unprecedented moves in NBA history, the Clippers have had a very successful year and have positioned themselves as a top 3 seed in the West, just as the suspension came into place. However, there is an unfortunate truth that must be shared about the Clippers' future due to the suspension, and that's what I'll be going over in today's video. Before we start, if you're new here and enjoy NBA content like this, please be sure to subscribe and drop a like. It really means a lot and helps the channel grow. I'm trying to hit 15k by the end of the year, so all support means a ton. But with that being said, let's talk about the Los Angeles Clippers.
Lucas.
The Los Angeles Clippers finished the 2020 NBA season before the suspension as the second seed in the West, behind only their crosstown rivals in the Lakers, and they finished with a record of 44-20. Guys like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George were the standout players for them this season, but players such as Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, Landry, Shamet, etc. also had really solid seasons themselves. Moving on to a different topic quickly, but trust me, this will link back to the main topic. As we all know, the NBA season has been suspended. As of late, there have been an increasing number of reports, particularly from Woj, that NBA owners and that the NBA in general are looking at the current state of the league very pessimistically. Many are afraid that the NBA season may get cancelled entirely, and it's starting to look like that may actually happen, unfortunately. From what it seems, Adam Silver is starting to look at numerous ways to make sure the season can continue, and in the last week, Adrian Wojnarowski has reported on 5 different stories about the NBA potentially cancelling the season, or the NBA looking for ways to continue it, / looking for answers so they know when to restart the season. It's a very troubling time for everyone, but how does this all affect the Los Angeles Clippers? Well, let's be hypothetical for a second. Let's just say this NBA season does get cancelled, which obviously isn't what we want, but it is unfortunately likely during this time. Again, this isn't too far of a reach, so this scenario is still somewhat realistic. With the 2020 NBA season being cancelled, what that means for the Clippers is that they basically only get 1 year and 1 shot at winning the NBA championship with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard before they enter free agency again. That's just one chance. Kawhi Leonard signed a 2-year deal with them, and Paul George's 4-year contract is running out. They both end after next season. This could potentially be terrible for the Clippers, as if they both leave after next season, maybe due to a disappointing season or something along those lines, it means that the Clippers gave up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, and more, and so many unprotected first-round picks for only 1 full, proper season of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Basically, this is what I'm trying to say. At this point, the potential of the 2020 NBA season getting cancelled is increasing. What that means for the Clippers is that they may only get 1 year to win a championship with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, and after that, there is a chance that they both leave in free agency if they haven't been persuaded enough to stay. If that happens, then sure, the Clippers will be left with Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, etc. But that won't be enough at all to make them title contenders. They'd be a fringe playoff team at best. Since they traded away all their draft picks to OKC for Paul George, it means they can't rebuild and start over if both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George decide to ditch in the 2021 free agency, leaving LAC in a devastating situation. This is the ugly truth about the Los Angeles Clippers. If this season gets cancelled and they disappoint next season, the Clippers may lose Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in free agency. This would be awful for them, as it leaves them with a below average roster and no future, as they traded away all their picks, unprotected as well by the way, for 1 season of Paul George pretty much. LA Clipper fans need to pray the 2020 NBA season does not get cancelled, because if it does, it puts a lot of pressure on their team to succeed next season. If they fail to make the NBA Finals at a bare minimum, the potential of this team having success in the future drops dramatically to me, and this is because Kawhi and PG could leave in free agency if they're not happy with how things have been going. Again, this is all hypothetical, and maybe this won't matter if the NBA season resumes. We'll just have to wait and see. But if the NBA season does get cancelled, I think the Los Angeles Clippers will be hit the hardest by it, and it will probably cost them a lot down the track, as well as right now. And that will conclude the video. What do you guys think of this? What are your thoughts on this situation? Let me know in the comments below. I know this is very specific and situational, as a lot of things would have to go against the Clippers here, but I just thought it would be interesting to share the devastating effect of cancelling the 2020 NBA season may have on this team. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe, but with that being said, I am out. Peace.